Hello guys, welcome to Viha Forest. I hope you all are doing good.
In this video, I'm going to explain you about exception handling in Java. So I'm going to cover the three topics here like try, catch and finally blocks. So let's get started. Here you can see I have created a package named com.tutorial.java. Then after this is a class named exception handling, and as always public static void main for every program. Then after you can observe try block. So basically exception handling is used to handle runtime errors. So we need to write the piece of code which if we think there is a possibility of exceptions or there is a possibility of getting dynamic errors or runtime errors, then we have to write that particular code in try block. And we can define catch block, different catch blocks for different types of exceptions, or else we can just put one catch block for all different exceptions. So here you can see I have written a piece of code in try block. I have initialized two variables n1 and n2 with 5 values, and I'm trying to perform this division operation. So I'm trying to print the value of n3 over here in 13th line, and next I'm trying to declare string array variable, and I'm trying to store a and b values in string array. Next I used for loop, and here you can see this is a condition for loop, like first initialization, then condition, then after increment operator. I'm trying to print the values of a inside for loop, and then next I am trying to write catch blocks. So this catch block I have written in order to catch arithmetic exception, and this next catch block I have written in order to catch array index out of bounds exception. There will be different n number of exceptions arising. So this is just a sample to show arithmetic exception and array index out of bound exception how they can be handled using catch blocks. So at last here you can see a finally block. So finally block is used to close any like database connections or file. If at all any file is opened, we can close that particular file inside finally block. So it doesn't matter whether try block gets executed or catch block gets executed, but finally block will definitely get executed at last. So there may be runtime errors or there may not be runtime errors, but if at all there is no runtime errors, there is no need for catch blocks to get executed. But finally block will definitely get executed irrespective of conditions. So this is about finally block. Then here you can see I have initialized variables with 5 and 5 values. So there is no exception regarding arithmetic. But here you can see I have given values a and b over string array, and I am trying to print until 10 values. Here the condition is I less than 10. It means that it should print 10 times. But we don't have that many values in string array a. So when I try to execute this program, here you can see value n3 equal to 1 because 5 by 5 is 1. Then after a of 0 is a and a of 1 is b, because I have initialized the values a and b in string array. Then after index of a required is out of range. Index of a is required is out of range. This is exception, and java.lang.array index out of bounds exception. Index 2 out of bounds for length. And then at last finally block. As I told you, finally block will get executed at last, so it got executed. So now the exception. Here, if you observe, there is a second catch block. Here I have defined it with array index out of bounds exception, and I am trying to print the exception AO. So here, index of a required is out of range. Index of a required is out of range. Then after you can observe these all the exception which we are trying to print by catching it over here. In the same way, if we declare n2 value to be 0, then we save this program and when we try to execute it, okay, when we save this program and when we try to execute this program, here you can see do not enter 0 as denominator, java.lang.arithmetic exception divide by 0. So here you can see n1 value is 5 and n2 value is 0. Here if we perform division operation between n1 and n2, it will be like 5 by 0, which is exception, runtime exception. So in order to catch that exception, I have returned this arithmetic exception in catch block. So I'm trying to catch the exception. That's the reason in the execution part you can observe this is getting executed like do not enter 0 as denominator, comma AE. So in uh, so that's the reason it is showing do not enter 0 as a denominator. Then after java.lang.arithmetic exception not divided by 0. So at last finally block will get executed. So here you can understand here I hope you understood about like what is exception handling in Java and which includes try, catch and finally blocks. So do like, share, comment and subscribe to Viha4S for more interesting content guys. See you all in my next video. Take care.